How do you maintain and make the most of your online relationship? What do you do? What must you do so that your online dating, you will not just end up wasting your time? Or in case you don't know, what do you have to put in place? What are the methods you use to make sure that when you're dating online, you will not just waste your time because of one mistake or ignorance or overzealousness or something? So that is what we're going to look at today. If you are here, come up to the screen. Let's look at it together, because a lot of people are making mistakes, and it's like I need to revisit, I say, because I've visited this topic before. This is the second time I'm coming with it. I need people to quite pay good attention and listen very well and be properly informed. Yes, this is Kitchen Vibe Matchmaking and Love Relationship platform where we come to find connection, come to find friendship, come to find relationship, come to find soulmate, and learn how to grow this relationship and make it to become a sweet, enjoyable, vibrant, and a lasting one. If you're there looking for a partner, come up to the screen, tell us your name, your age, your location, your blood group, your genotype. Tell us the kind of a partner you want. Who knows, your partner might be somewhere at the comment section waiting for you. And if you don't want to come up to the screen, well, can meet us in our community. After the live, I'm going to drop a link that will take you straight to our community where we do matchmaking, where we do connection, where we do a find soulmates. Your partner might even be there waiting for you. Or you can drop all your information at the comment section. Drop information about your name, your age, your location, your blood group, your genotype, the kind of a spouse you need. Drop at the comment section. Your partner might just pick it up and then work on it for you. So today we're looking at this online relationship. Yes. How do you make sure your online relationship works out for you? How do you avoid mistakes? Okay. Yeah, we know that when you're in online relationship, you can do video calls, you can do text messages, you can do WhatsApp messages and all the rest, and chat with him or her. Communication has to be put in place. Effective communication, as in you tell her or tell him, and you make sure he or she has understood you. You put all those ones in place. Then you make sure she is compatible with you or he's compatible with you, he's resonating with you. But the most important thing you must do is don't just depend on you meeting somebody online. You've been chatting, you've been talking, you are good, you're fine, you like his or her vibes, and you people are always happy together. You like talking to her, you feel at home, you are talking to her, you can talk on her, you can be on phone with her for 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, and you don't get tired and you are flowing very well. Don't be carried away by that alone. Try and make sure that you put a facility on ground whereby two of you can be meeting physically too. You need to be meeting physically. If you don't even meet, before you can tell him or her, I do, you should have seen her or him for the first time in your life. Should have seen him or should have seen her, should have talked with her, because we all know that yes, we do communication. We can talk, of course, we talk with our mouth, but you also know that it's not every discussion, it's not every communication that is done with the lips, that is done with the mouth. I can be saying something with my mouth and my eyes is saying another one. I can be saying something with my mouth and my body language is giving you another vibe, contradicting what my mouth is saying. So that is why you need to just not just depend on phone calls or video calls or WhatsApp messages. Try and make a time to meet with each other and get to know him or her better before you can tie the knots. I'm not saying that nobody can marry without meeting him or her or his without their meeting physically. I'm not saying it doesn't work out, but how many percentage will work out that way? How many? So it's better you put in. I've always advised people, yes, you can be in Africa and your spouse is in UK or it's in US, and maybe if you don't have the ability to meet with him or her, you can devise a means of meeting at a level place, a middle place. For example, somebody is in UK and you are in Africa, you are not able to go to UK either because the visa has not yet come out or you're having one or two issues. So what you can do is to try and you can meet at a place like Dubai, where you can meet with each other and talk and get to know each other at least for the first time. That is where you can be sure that your relationship is going somewhere. If you don't do that and you say you have a partner, you have a relationship, you can never be sure. So that is what I want us to understand today. Put in place a facility whereby you meet with each other and talk with each other and get to know each other better and bond. If you don't do that and you say you have a partner, may that partner not just end up being a waste of time on your part. Not just on his, it applies to the two parties. It applies to the two parties. The two parties have to be involved. Okay. So another thing I want us to talk about is this long distance relationship. It doesn't just affect people that are getting to know each other for the first time. It's all encompassing. I want us to listen to somebody's advice about this online relationship and long distance relationship so that you will understand what I'm talking about. So you understand it better. Just listen. Hello, sister. Please speak up. The difference between the distance of space and distance of finances. Distance of space is at least the only space that the differentiating factor you can close that gap. Okay. The one is due to traffic. But somebody you are living here, you're dating somebody in Nigeria that does not have use, especially maybe you are in Lagos and your man in Nigeria and you don't have the way to come and see you. You're the one you have to go and see him all the time. If I want to go to this man, I just see you as a yes, I get my not talking too much. For example, assuming the man is the one that is in UK and the lady is in Nigeria, what do you advise? It can still be done, it can still be possible. But let it not be that the lady is too or like too low to the extent that because the man is supposed to be a provider, a man is supposed to be the one that usually in Africa alone that happens. In a Western culture, the provider, the two people are supposed to be providing. Like you take a girl out in a Western culture, white, for example, the two of them are white. The girl will feel offended if you pay all part of the bill. She want to make 50% payment and the guy will make 50%. Okay, is it just few people? Yes, yes, when my patients are kid, he was telling me that he can't even afford to have implants or dentures, that he wants to keep his teeth in his mouth and cheaper this week, that he has to buy a house, a new car, he has to take his wife for holiday, and I was like, man, look at you, English man for that matter. Some women that are really straight to 50 people, while they are so a lot that are very traditional. Okay, you know what I want us to understand now is that are you saying that it's a difference between relationships when it is the distance between the two parties? One is distance, the other one is finance. So there's a difference between. So there's something like financial distance relationship and what's the name now again? Space. Financial space. Financial space. Guys, is it even possible that you say that relationship is under the person has never come and even if it's just come and see, let me even see her for even if it is 2 seconds. I think I'm beginning to understand. Okay, that like from somebody who is maybe this London, right? Your person is living in maybe Plymouth and you are here in London, and the distance between two of you is like 5 hours, right? Yes. Okay. Then you can still make it out. Because you can pay transportation. And see each other. You can finance the visa. Okay. If it's a passport, you can finance to see each other. Actually, even if you're living in the same house, you're not going to be with that person 247. It's true. Okay. So, but when the long distance relationship is so that one person is in Africa, another person is in an overseas country, and there's no financial. The person in Africa doesn't have money to be able to, or doesn't have documents there. Because somebody may have money, but may not have the documents to travel. Because, well, somebody has money, right? Okay. As when the person has money, has documents, and the person is in Africa, the partner is in UK, so they can handle it, right? They should be able to handle it. Okay, even if it's the discipline and everything is taking time. You can arrange something. Why don't we meet up in the country? Or maybe Dubai. They can put it in Dubai. Okay. They can put it in Seychelles. They can put it in other Africa. Yes, I think I understand. So you don't don't encourage any kind of a long distance relationship that is financially strained, that will have a financial challenge, that finances will be a challenge for. Exactly. So is it possible now that you are dating somebody, like you meet somebody online, you start asking him how financially buoyant is the person? Ask the person, you have the means to come and see. Okay, do you have the means? Exactly. Okay. Visa is involved, passport is involved, ticket is involved, you might even need to book accommodation. Yes, yes. So all these things, some people, it's not a problem for them. They can afford it. Even if it's bed and breakfast, yes. So some people, it is a problem. It is a major problem for them. Just like having that I was here, and Felix wanted me to come and start talking to somebody like this. So, which means, as it is right now, this online relationship has to come with a clause. Yes, it has to come with a clause. Now, you cannot relate with somebody, you cannot date somebody that is staying in a faraway country, and the person that is staying in or they don't have the financial capability to come to meet. Because they don't have the resources. The resources good. Some people, they might not have a visa, they might not have a passport, they might not have the means to travel, and they may never have the means to travel because maybe they've been deported in the past. Okay, okay. They have it. Alright. And some people, they might have passport, visa, and they're making an average income. They just need to save towards community. After all, in the year 2000, even 2015, people were working in banks like Access Bank, UCC Bank. They could come to London with their salary. Okay. So 400k a month there. You can go spend that 1 naira was equal to 250, 1 pound is 250 naira, 220. Okay. You can use 400k, change it, come here, spend 1 month and go back. But now that 1 pound is equal to 2,100, 3,200 naira. So everybody say like to come here. So, okay. So what I'm trying to understand now. Yes. In this country, the way it's required now is you have to make a certain amount of money. Yes. So it's about to join. You have to have certain amount of savings in your account. That way I know for a fact because in the year 2019, 2020, the man I was born here, when he came here, the woman that was born here for her husband that she has been married to come and join her, they told her she has to have 18,000 pounds in savings. Oh wow, and did she have it? We should have somebody that just came. She said, I'm sorry, what's it out now? Well, she be when he first came here, he entered into mental health care. That he counted 6,000 pounds in cash, but I know how to make it. So right now, what I'm trying to understand now is this online dating has a lot of constraints. Yeah, it's a challenge. So the best thing is for you to date somebody who is not in another country that you cannot access easily. Okay, because if you're dating somebody like I'm in Nigeria and I'm dating somebody that is in Australia, and I don't have the financial wherewithal to be able to process my documents. A man is still better because a man in the company is. Okay, maybe the man is the one that's in Australia, and the lady is in Africa. Yeah. The man might help to kind of augment the resources and make her to go. Even in that case, it's not 100% advised, but it is still acceptable because if it is the other way around. But if it is the woman that is in Australia and the guy is in Africa, the lady might not be able to help to that extent of making them to unite. She will not. Yes, the man has to be the one that has the junk of the money. But a lot of people will come there, will tell you that on my platform, they tell me I want a wife in America. I want a wife in Canada and America. And I'm like, a wife in America. Can you afford to? Not that you're saying this. Maybe many of them think that once they say they want a wife in America, once the woman says, yes, I'm dating you, then the woman will not turn into money and provide the money for the tickets, for the everything. That doesn't work out, man. That doesn't work out. What you're saying makes a lot of sense. Because even the guys that are here and they're dating some people in Africa, is the guy that still has to do the major financial involvement, has to get more involved financially for the lady, for them to unite, for them to meet. And if you are dating somebody and you are not able to meet physically, that means you are not dating. Because if you are not just doing online calls and video calls and this messaging without meeting physically, because if you don't meet physically to talk, to get to know him, you cannot. Good. Yes, to see him physically, you might not be able to bond well. That relationship will not work fine. Okay, you might even be online dating for how many years? If you don't have money to go and meet him and he doesn't have money for you to come, how long will you continue? Dating that person, you know that 10 years not passed. They're dating online. Exactly. And you're wasting time. So the best bet is if you're involved in an online dating, you should make sure it's somebody who is in a location you can afford to access. You can afford to meet, even if it's two people meeting on at the level at the middle place. Maybe you're in Africa and he is in Australia, or you're in Africa, he's in London. You can, if you don't have the documents to go to London to meet each other, you can at least get documents to meet each other at the middle place, either in Dubai or maybe in any other African country where you can travel to. And you also need to look at the conditions of marriage in the country. Condition of bringing in an advanced spouse and six spouse. In this country, you have to make a certain threshold. Yes. To be able to be, because if you want to be with somebody that you relationship with, now you're having your children are in Nigeria. And there's something for how you battle the person to bring the person impact. The more you know, before the children pass the age where they should be abuse of partner. That alone can destroy the relationship. So people should be more realistic. I didn't get that properly. What did you say? So that is it. So far, so good. This is it. Catchy Vibe Matchmaking and Love Relationship Platform. Oh, come to find connection, come to find love, come to find relationship, come to find spouses, and learn how to make this relationship to become enjoyable and lasting. If you are there, you're looking for a partner, come to the screen and tell us. Or you can join us in our community. After the live, I'm going to drop a link that will take you straight to our community where we do matchmaking. Or you can drop all your information at the comment section. I'll pick it up from there and work on it for you. We'll be looking at long-distance relationship. How does it work? How do we make a long-distance relationship to work? We're saying that if you're dating somebody online, don't forget that meeting him or her physically is very, very important too. Only phone calls, video calls, chatting, and all those ones, they are good. But physical meeting is good to make sure you people are on the same page and to make you people to bond better. And if you are dating somebody who is in a country where you cannot access, how will you cope with that? So it's better you date somebody who you can access. Either the person is in Australia and you are in Africa, you should be able to move up to a certain place where he or she can also move up to a certain place, and you will meet and get to know yourselves. If you are putting it in place, I'm not saying that there is nobody who can meet and get along well and get married and be happy without meeting each other for the first time. I'm not saying, but there's always an exemption. It is never the rule. It could be the exemption. So the best bet is to make assurance double sure this is somebody you're going to live with for the rest of your life. You don't need to take chances. So you need to meet. You need to see physically to be able to make an informed decision. That's what we're saying, and that's where we stand. We have had the explanation of the counselor that explained to us why it should be so, and we all know now that if you're dating somebody, if you don't want an online relationship, online dating to be a waste of time, date somebody you can meet with, you can assess, somebody that has the resources, the things that are required for you to be able to meet each other, even if it's once in a blue moon, you meet and get to know each other before you can agree to tie the knots. So that's what I brought today. I said, let me just make it clear so that people will not make this mistake and they will not get into trouble. So far, so good. This is Catchy Vibe Matchmaker and Love Relationship Platform. If you are there and you want to join us in our community, join us through the link. If you have anything to say, any contribution to make, any idea, any view, please drop it at the comment section. They say that anybody that sees this video will pick it up and work and get counsel, get information, and get knowledge. So far, so good. Thank you very much for being there today. See you same time next week, same time Sunday next week between 9 and 10. See you. Bye.